All right, so hello everyone from my end. I am Maria Eneva Olms, and I'm the founder and CEO of Ecolens, and Ecolens is the company that created techFiesta. And techFiesta is an online hackathon platform that is run on the blockchain technology. And through techFiesta, companies can launch their hackathons and can distribute rewards and bounties over the blockchain in stable coins. Today is the kickoff session of our first hackathon on techFiesta, and this is also basically the launch of techFiesta. And today we have as guests Saqib and Anshu from the Human Protocol. And the Human Protocol is the sponsor of our first hackathon that is launching today. So Anshu and Saqib, welcome to this event today, to the kickoff event. I'm really happy to have you. Maybe you can say a couple of words about yourself as well.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Maria, for the introduction. So yeah, basically, I'm working as a business development analyst and a partnership lead in Human Protocol. And we'll just be giving you a short intro about Human. So should we proceed with that, Maria?
Yes, of course, please. So maybe to tell a little bit about the agenda today, first we'll speak about the sponsor of this hackathon, the Human Protocol. Yes, Anshu and Saqib will be giving a presentation about the Human Protocol. Afterwards, I will show you techFiesta and how it looks like, how you can register there and start participating in the hackathon. And yeah, afterwards, basically, you can ask questions. Also, Saqib and Anshu will be speaking about the expectations of the participants in this hackathon. So yeah, thank you, Anshu, and please, you have the mic now to present the Human Protocol.
Perfect, thanks. So yeah, let's get started then. Is this visible to everyone?
Yes.
All right, perfect. So yeah, hello everyone. How are you doing today? Hope all is good. So today I'll be talking a bit about Human Protocol, and we're just going to talk about some of the things that we have been working on for the couple of months and in the couple of minutes. I'm really looking forward for the contribution for this hackathon, and really excited to see the different ways you guys collaborate and bring out the best of it. So basically the general view of Human Protocol. So Human Protocol is a protocol for the tokenization of work. Basically, you can look at us like mTurk or Scale AI, but the difference is that we are on chain. With Human Protocol, you can interact with different contracts to launch jobs and collaborate globally. We have made this protocol keeping in mind that it is as borderless as possible, so that billions can interact to solve problems that the job requesters put up. So how the whole system works is very straightforward. So people can launch jobs by themselves and interact with the smart contracts. Just about anyone can request work on a protocol, and then the job will be launched on the chain, and now it lives there. Then the job gets broken down into simpler forms, fragments, and then get distributed to a global workforce. And this is all done just by interacting with our platform itself. So, and then what happens, so this is the job requesters side, and now the workers. So the workers are then able to take the tasks and solve it. And after the completion of jobs, our Oracle system verifies the work and rewards the workers accordingly. And basically our roots are in the AI and the data labeling space, but we are trying to build all sorts of jobs on the chain, like pull data from places where there is no API key available, or maybe no data feeds exist. We are really invested in what we do, because we can really create the data sets in speed and scale, which as of now is very challenging for anyone in this industry to do that. So these are the broad ranges of use cases at the moment we have built on a protocol. But 99% of the contribution that the protocol is being provided with is the data labeling itself. We can label images, audio, and video. For audio, we have partnered with this Arduino project, and they are like creating data sets of translation data sets, which would help to closing the gap between the dialects in the region. For video, we have partnered with CWAT and Solk for creating data sets for animal movements. And now we can look at like maybe BPO, business process outsourcing. So if you want to pull out a specific info from tens and thousands of documents, like maybe suppose prescriptions or maybe invoices, how would you do it? You can give the data sets to us, and we can create an output in a tabular form, in an organized format. So that's business process outsourcing. In conjunction to that, we have like data scraping services or like various others. We can provide data streams and or maybe like something like prediction market. So suppose what do you prefer better, Nike or Adidas, or like where would your next vacation be, the mountains or beaches. So these are the feedbacks that we can get from a global workforce and give an accurate data of what it looks like. And also like validate price feeds. And we also stepping into the DeFi environment where we are trying to automatically reward the contracts for the liquidity providers. And so, yeah, basically when it comes to chains, we are multi-chain. 90% of the transaction traction that we are getting is on Polygon at the moment, but we want to collaborate with as many chains as possible and also be compatible with any EVM. So like, yeah, these are the numbers that we like to talk about. Like, so currently our workers are solving more than 1.2 billion tasks a month. And like we have 12,000 monthly active users, around 160,000 unique addresses, and still growing across the 150 countries. On chain, we are doing about 10 million transactions per month. That itself is a lot. And whereas the most of it, like the 99% of it, is contributed by data labeling services. And now we have a lot more use cases coming up very soon. So this gives you an idea of the potential that human protocol packs. And like this is our dashboard, and it is backed by this amazing protocol called Graph Protocol, where you can monitor on-chain activity, and it has abundant information about like the different things that we are tracking at the moment. You can scan the QR code if you want to have like a look at the different metrics or like the data that we have on there. So yeah, so basically, so we are back with MetaHuman, the organization responsible for the growing and administering our ecosystem. It works with the developers community to add more functionality to the protocol and also to build partnerships with the Web3 world. And we fund the creation of projects that bring more requests to us. And the workers of the protocol. So basically, Maria and Ecolens, they are one of our grantees, and like we are really glad to have them on board. So this is one of the great example of a partnership with Salk Institute and CWAT. Yeah, here you can see how we are able to track the movements of the insects and animals and understand their behavioral patterns and their interactions. So I think you all have a good idea about human protocol in general. And if you want to go further, understand, please visit to our website or reach one of us, Saqib or myself. Now I'll pass it to Saqib, who is our technical head and our product manager at Human Protocol. And he will give you some advices and guides through the hackathon challenges for which we are all here for. So Saqib, I'll present the next slide and you can take over.
Thank you, Anshu. Welcome everyone to the Hackathon by Human. So coming to the challenges, I believe Anshu has given a brief introduction about me. We can connect if anyone wants to know more about me or Human Protocol. So about the hackathon that we are going to launch, there are two problem statements that we want everyone to participate for. One is for the proof of humanity. We have a couple of proof of humanity solutions. Those 4 of them GitHub repositories are given in the current slide. What we intend to do here is to integrate all of these solutions into one SDK, wherein anyone can choose which solution he wants to use out of these 4 solutions and go ahead with the proof of humanity solution. So this is a simple task of just integrating the current solutions that we already have developed. You may also go a step further after integration and kind of pick up any one of these 4 or have another solution for the proof of humanity. So the solutions that are present here, one is WorldCoin solution, where a WorldCoin account is used for proving that it's a human. Second is using the HumanGram solution, which is essentially the social activity on any social media getting utilized for the proof of humanity. And then we have Ledger, where a Ledger device, physical device, is used for proof of humanity. And the last one is the biometric, the Apple biometric solution or Android biometric solution to prove the humanity. We can proceed to the next slide, please.
Sure.
And the second solution that we have is we already have a SDK in place. We can include all of those documentation here. What we intend to do is, so what we have done so far is we have developed this Fortune application, which is just an example app on using human protocols SDK. What essentially is in that SDK, that all is covered in the SDK documentation, which you can have a look at. What we intend to do for the second problem statement is for you to propose and develop an end-to-end example app like the Fortune app that we have here. I would request Anshu to play the video. Is there any sound in this?
No, there's no sound in the video.
Okay. So there is another one with the sound. We can share that one as well. So for the, can you just scroll a bit back? Yeah. So for Fortune, there are simple 3 steps. One is funding method, second is job request, and third is launching of that job. So essentially, there are 2 ends of any human protocol app. One is the requester end and another one is the worker end. So this is the requester end where a requester is coming to the protocol to sign up a job, to assign a job. So there's a simple form that gets filled up and the requester is asked to fund the job using his MetaMask account. So after filling that, the user can easily launch the job. So if you see there is an escrow getting created and now that it is created, and then we have the Exchange Oracle address here. Can you scroll a bit further? And then we just go to the Exchange Oracle to solve the job, wherein we have to select our address. We use our worker account and first answer that, and then we will be able to see that that worker account will get funded for just answering a question. Essentially, this is just a simple example of how human protocols SDK is getting used. We just want some proposals or solutions developed into this using this SDK, which can further be based on the potential of that solution. We would be happy to grant. And if you can see right now, the worker has got some HMT into his account. So yeah, this is a simple one. Any questions here about the 2 problem statements? I would be happy to answer. Anything coming up in the chat? I cannot see.
The chat, nothing in the chat yet. I'm monitoring now. I would say that if anyone has a question, you can raise your hand and we can and you can unmute yourself and ask the question or put it in the chat, please. I guess. So we have the first question in the chat. We will submit our work on techfiesta.dev. Yes, I will speak about this in a second, but yes, I will show you how this is done.
I guess Maria, you can take your end, and in the meantime, people might have questions towards the end of the sessions. Yeah,
exactly. Okay, thank you very much. Anshu, would you mind? Stop sharing.
Yeah, there's just one last thing. Like we would want for people to join our Discord. And so over there, you can get updates about all the different things that are happening at the moment on our platform. And also if you want to get updated about the grants program that we have. So that would be really lovely for you all to engage with us. And if you have any cool ideas, please bring it on to us, and that would be really great. That would be all. Thank you.
Thank you, Anshu. Yeah, so because you mentioned the grants program, for everyone participating in this session, the hackathon is not only about just this hackathon and submitting a project and getting rewards. It's also about involving basically collaborating with the human protocol long term. So if you create a project during the hackathon that wins the hackathon or has a significant impact for the human protocol, you also have the chance to get into their grants program. And as Anshu and Saqib mentioned, we at Ecolens are also grantees of the human protocol. We submitted the project of techFiesta maybe about 7 months ago, and we got a grant for developing techFiesta, because techFiesta is developed on the human protocol. So this is a very good example how you can pitch an idea and have a good use case for the human protocol and get into their grants program. Yes, I see Saqib answering questions in the chat. Okay, so I will not address the question again that we got in the chat. Yes, so basically about the question, how do you submit? First of all, I would like to say a couple of things about the hackathon. So the hackathon is launching today on techfiesta.dev. I will share my screen and I will show you the platform, which also launched today. So they're very new. techfiesta.dev is now live. I hope you can see my screen. Yes, so on techFiesta, you can create your profile as a participant, and there you will be able to see hackathons. So even before you create your profile, you will see the hackathons here, upcoming hackathons you will see here. So as I said, today we're launching the Human Protocol Hackathon. Shortly after this session, I suppose, we will launch the hackathon, and then you will see it here listed. It will say hosted by the Human Protocol. It will have the title of the hackathon, and then it will have the bounty rewards as well. From here, from this homepage, you can log in, and here I am already logged in, but basically I will sign up here as a new participant. So when you click on sign up, you can sign up as participant and create your profile. Yes, so let me basically maybe give another email like this. Okay, that's very simple, right? So after you create your profile, you have to also validate it using your email, right? So you have to verify your account. I will quickly do that. And then after doing that, you can, I will quickly do that in a separate window. So in case you don't get an email from us, please check your spam. Of course, this is always possible that emails land in spam. Okay, I'm verifying my email, and now I can go back and log in. Just a second. All right, so yeah, so here I'm logged in and I can start joining hackathons that are launched. But currently we haven't launched yet, so you don't see the hackathon. But this is how the dashboard, your own dashboard as a participant looks like. Here, you're supposed to connect your wallet because you will receive your bounties in your wallet. So the way techFiesta works is then when a client launches a hackathon, the rewards are put into an escrow account and are held there until the winners are validated. The winners of the hackathon are validated. And in the moment when a client validates the winner, you as a winner receive the bounties in your wallet. And this is why it's important after registration to connect your wallet, because this way you will, if you win a hackathon, you will receive the bounties directly to your wallet. As I said already, we currently don't have the hackathon live, so you will not see it, but yeah, you can click here. And when the hackathon goes live, you will see it here in the window. And you will see that it is active and you will be able to register for the hackathon. After you register, you will see very easily where you can submit your results. It's very, very intuitive and very easy. Yeah, so basically this is in a nutshell how techFiesta looks like and how it works. I would be very glad to answer any questions you might have regarding the submission. Also, when you see the hackathon, you will, on techFiesta, you will see the deadlines for submission. This is very important. This hackathon will continue for 3 weeks. So you will see that on the platform, and you will have 3 weeks to finish and to submit your projects. Also, another important detail is that you can also work in teams, so you don't have to submit alone. You can work in teams. For this, you can join our Discord server. This will be also information as part of the hackathon, where you can see the Discord server. I will show you quickly our Discord server. Just a second, I need to find it here. Okay, so this is the techFiesta Discord server, and here under the human protocol, you can see the channel team formation. And here you already see people introducing themselves, writing their skills, and you can write them. You can also introduce yourself here in this channel, and you can find teammates in order to build a team and start a project together. So yeah, basically this is in a nutshell how you can submit your project and how you can form a team. Let me now see when is the deadline? Yes, 10th of August. Do we register as an individual or as a group? You register as an individual on the platform. techFiesta launched today, and this is our first version. So right now you can only submit as one individual. The function to submit as a team will come up later. However, when you register as an individual, you can, one person from the team could submit the project. You don't all have to submit. So let's say you have a team of 3 people. One of the people on the team should submit the project, and this person will also receive the bounties in their wallet, and then you can distribute between yourselves. This is the way it will work in the first version of techFiesta. But the feature of submitting as a team will come up later, probably in the autumn, in the fall. So I don't see any other questions in the chat. Maximum number in a team. We don't have a maximum number in a team. It's up to you, right? It's up to you, whatever you decide. Of course, you have to see what the problem statement is and what makes sense, right? Who to have on your team, what skills do you need on the team? Another question, please. I would love to ask what product idea are welcome. Can crowdfunding idea work? Okay, this is a question, I guess, for Anshu and Saqib.
What do you mean by crowdfunding idea? Like, so basically, what we are aiming to get from this hackathon is basically get an SDK built for the first problem statement, and for the second is basically an app. So, Saqib, would you like to add something?
Yeah, sure. If your idea is unique and like what we are asking for is an example app using Fortune. If you have any idea of like building a crowdfunding platform where you can use human protocols SDK, you're most welcome to build it. So like the options are open. We don't have any limitations on how which ideas are welcome and which are not. Like main purpose of the protocol is how the protocol can be used in different ways and building different products. So if you have any crowdfunding idea, you can do that, no problem.
Okay, great. All right, so I guess if there are no other questions, maybe I would ask a question for Saqib and Anshu. Do you have any other expectations from the teams, let's say, regarding the submission? Is it enough to submit in a GitHub? Would you want also to see a video showcasing the app? Or the projects?
Yeah.
Do you have any requirements there?
Yeah, essentially the project should, the GitHub should have a video of it, how like explaining a proper demo of the usage, plus like some documentation or the README of that GitHub should cover the usage instructions for that. That should be more than enough for us to get going. One GitHub link for submission is enough. That GitHub link should have the code, the video, and the README.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. We got another question. In Code for Arena, they were suggesting to use multi-sig wallets for team audits. It would be also good using multi-sig wallet in this hackathon in case participant has a team. Yeah, I guess you could use a multi-sig wallet. I don't actually know if.
So right now, I guess
we can.
techFiesta is not supporting multi-sig
Yeah, right now, exactly. Right now, we're not actually supporting multi-sig wallets. You can check on the Görkem, you can check when you connect your wallet what wallets we're supporting. But I don't think we're supporting currently multi-sig. Yeah, you're right, Saqib. Yeah, that's why I'm saying right now it's a bit of a workaround if you want to submit as a team, but we definitely encourage submissions as teams. Yeah, so right now, yeah, multi-sig is not an option. Clementina is asking, also, I'm a PM, so product manager, I guess, but would love more explanation on what you mean by developing an SDK.
What we mean by developing an SDK is just a software development kit where you can merge the usage of these proof of humanity solutions. That's the simple meaning of it. You can kind of have an SDK which we can easily install, or as a web app, or as a web extension to use and to allow users to choose the proof that they want to provide while kind of proving their humanity. The best example I can give is whenever you are going to do any sign up on any platform, you get many options like use Google sign up, use Facebook sign up, and extra. So essentially, we want you to integrate all of these solutions into one, and then can be used as an kind of integration for any platform to allow users to prove their humanity on that platform. I can see there is are there APIs we can use or what? Essentially, all the code that is present in those 4 repositories that have been shared. So once you go through that, you can get that well. there are other links as well. We can share those. I guess Anshu can forward them. Is there a document or any way to share that? Maria, I'm not sure how we can share all the kind of links in one place.
Yes, so when you register the hackathon, there is a place where you can put all the documentation. And it's a separate section basically. But we went with Anshu through this today and he knows how to do it. So yeah, when you launch the hackathon, you will be able to on one side write the description with the problem statements, the expectations, and then also include the documentation.
Answering to Rafnik, yeah, everything like Maria said will be provided into that hackathon once that is live. Cool. No other questions?
Yes, I don't see any
I'll just take a moment to say something. Like, I think there was this question about like crowdfunding idea, or like if you want to build your own idea. So yeah, you are welcome to do that. But like in case you are doing, so please communicate to Maria ahead before you actually continue with your project, and Maria and his team and a team, and then she can like have a talk with us. And like if we think that it's a good idea, then yeah, surely proceed with that. But just don't like start away with yourself right away.
Yeah, so I would suggest we use the Discord channel for that. So we have on the Discord channel also a Q&A section. So it's a good idea what Anshu said. Before you actually start working on something, on an idea, you can describe it in the channel and ask for feedback. Ask Anshu and Saqib for feedback if this makes sense as an idea for you for the human protocol. And then they can give you feedback if it makes sense, and then you can start building it. So yeah, I think that's a good way to go. All right. So I don't see any other questions.
I have a question on the documentation. Actually, we will have a video on the work we have done. I guess we will have a README that we say we have done this, that, etc. However, I just wondered, do we need to have something like, how to say, a white paper or extra documentation? Do we need to write something like that, something extra, or is unnecessary?
I'm sorry, can you repeat your question?
Yes, do we need to have any extra documentation? I mean, do we need to write something like white paper or a more detailed documentation for the work we have done, or there's no such need in the project?
There is no such need, just a simple README about like steps on what you propose. Like one would be like what you are proposing and steps of like how we can kind of run your code, and a video demo demonstrating that. That's everything that is needed. Nothing more is needed.
Okay, thank you very much.
Welcome.
Okay, I think then if there are no more questions, I want to say thank you to Anshu and Saqib for participating in the session, answering the questions, presenting human protocol and the expectations for the hackathon. I want to say thank you also to all the participants here. And I'm super, super excited to see what projects are going to be submitted. I wish everyone luck and of course fun, because it's a fiesta, right? So have fun also building your product. And yeah, we're going to post updates regularly also on the Discord. If you have any questions, please ask them there. We also have an email where you can ask your questions. I will write it here. And again, guys, the hackathon is launching later today. So join techfiesta.dev today, register there. And then a little bit later today, you'll see the Human Protocol Hackathon, where you can register, read again all this information that we discussed today, see all the documentation, and then you can submit your project on time. If you want to work in a team, join the Discord server, find teammates. There are already a lot of people who introduce themselves on the channel. And if you find someone you like, you can directly ask them to be in your team. Yes, the summer fiesta is here, Francisca is saying. All right. Yeah, thank you again, everyone. And I'm looking forward to seeing the project.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. Bye.
Everyone.